In today's full body workout, we'll be using both a fit ball, stability ball, Pilates ball, whatever you may call it, and some light weights. Mine are just 1.25 kilograms, 2.75 pounds, and we will work every muscle in your body using these two fantastic props. Let's get started. So I want you to sit on your fit ball with your knees out quite wide, but you're sitting quite in the center, so you're not right at the edge of the fit ball. You're really sitting in the middle, and you'll know why in a moment. To begin with, I want you to bring your elbows close to your ribs, and you're just going to start with a single arm offering, reaching the right hand forward and then pulling it back in. Breathe in, breathe out, left arm comes forward, pull it back in. And you're reaching forward and pulling it back in. Slow and controlled, relaxing those shoulders down. Let's do one more on each side, and you're going to go into double arm offering. On the next one, breathe in, breathe out, reach, pull the shoulder blades back, breathe in, come back in. So grow taller as you move and breathe, just warming the upper body up for 5. Still feeling that connection with the core. 4, growing taller, and 3, 2, reach the arms forward, hold and breathe. And now whenever you're ready, you're going to reach the arms out to the side, bring the elbows in, breathe in, breathe out, reach them out to the side. So as you reach them out, I want you to be really mindful you're not lifting the tops of your shoulders up to your ears like this, and you're really imagining that you've got the back of your body, your head, your shoulders and the back of your arms against that imaginary wall, so you'll slide them across. So i.e. they're going in a straight line, they're not kind of coming forward or back. So you're really trying to recruit the back of those shoulder blades to create this movement. 5, 4, we're going to do the same with the arms in 3, but we're going to just bring in a stand up, 2, and now stand up, not all the way, come back down. Now the reason why you're not going to stand up all the way is because then there's a strong chance you might lose the ball. But if you stand up most of the way and keep the ball between your legs, then it's a lot safer rather than the ball rolling back. So find what is right for you. And now I want you to, as you stand up, reach the arms up to either side of the room, either corner, and come back in. So really sitting back and down, reaching for 5. My ball's rolling away, so I'm going to bring it back under. You do the same if you need to. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back in. This time you're going to bring the elbows out to the side. You're going to stand, your right elbow comes out, come back in, left elbow comes out, come back. So you're not collapsing down on the ball, you're almost just bouncing off it. So you're really working into those glutes, squeezing and lifting, stay next to the ball, adjust at any time you need to. I'm going to readjust again for 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do both arms, up and down, up and down. Let's do 5 more, 5, staying up tall when you sit down, 4, bring the ball back in. Sometimes it's quite useful to have the ball against the wall, 3, so it doesn't roll back too much, 2, and 1, come back in, lovely. This time bring your feet together, slightly narrower stance, so they're not all the way out, but they're not in at hip distance. Your toes are still rotated out to either side of the room. You're going to bring your elbows up, and whenever you're ready, you're going to bring your elbows forward, and then bring the elbows out to the side, keeping the tops of your shoulders nice and relaxed. Just breathing. Now as your elbows come in, I want you to really widen at the collarbone. So you're really widening out the collarbone, you're not rounding the shoulders forward or in. Nice and slow and controlled. Move from the back, not from the front of the body. So really feel the connection of the shoulder blades before you move. 3, 2, and 1. Come back out. And now I want you to reach the right hand out, bring it back in. Other arm reaches, bring it back in. So elbows stay still in space. You reach and you pull it back in. Tops of your shoulders are still relaxed. Now you're going to add an alternate heel lift. So as the left hand comes out, the right heel lifts, and vice versa. And breathe and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Bring the elbows alongside your body. Just make sure you're sitting still in the middle of the ball. Your feet are now hip distance apart. As you extend the hands back, I want you to hinge forwards, squeeze into the back of the arms, and then sit back up tall. Keep going. So from side on, you're reaching, hinging forward, coming back up. Breathing in, breathing out, reach, coming back up. So really try to get work into the triceps. Make sure that the back isn't rounding forward, it's not hunching over. You're really keeping long in the waist. So your eye line travels down just to the forward, to the front of the mat as you hinge. Let's keep going. Let's do another 4. Stay with me, keep hinging forward. Keep squeezing to those triceps for 3, 2. Stay in that hinge forward, breathe and hold. Arms stay straight. You're going to lift them up a few inches and down a few inches. Lifting up a few inches, down a few inches. Have a moment to sit at the top. So they're not swinging, they're not bouncing. For 5, your spine is long. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a hold, reach back, breathe, hold, lengthen through the spine. 5, 4, 3, a bit higher with those arms. 2, and 1, come back in. Let's go to a nice wide stance again. So nice wide stance. Elbows are back to your side, and you're going to bring the hands forward. And just to begin with, I want you to just open the arms out to the side, the hands out to the side, and then come back in. So your elbows are still in space, and you're trying to now feel the inside tips of the shoulder blades drawing together to create that movement. So you're not moving from the weights or from the hands. So close your eyes if you need to, glide those shoulder blades towards the center of the back, and then move them away. Try to move from the shoulder blades in both directions. Keep breathing. And you're going to come in an inch, out an inch for 3, 2, 1. Keep them out. We're going to now do a side lunge over to the right, and then come back into the center. And now over to the left. So the opposite leg goes straight. Oh, I can have a soft bend in it a little bend and a little softness in it if you need to, but you're really reaching now on the diagonal, and you're breathing and you're reaching. And now I want to add a stand and reach, come back in, and a stand and reach, and come back in for 5, and reach 4, 3. Don't let the hand travel too far forwards, alongside your body. 2, and up and hold and breathe. And whenever you're ready, you're going to reach that right hand up as well, and stay there and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into the center. Reach now the right hand up, bring the left hand up, reach, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into the center. Now I want you to bring both hands up. I want to go into some bicep curls. So the elbows are still in space, and you're just going to bicep curl. So elbows stay still. You're going to squeeze the top of that arm and bring the weight in. Don't whack your head. Elbows stay really still. So squeeze, bicep curl. You can look towards the hand that you're moving, or you can look straight ahead. The main thing is that you really actively squeeze the top of that arm, that bicep, to create this movement. You're not just bringing the hand in and out and hoping for the best. You squeeze. And now let's add that opposite heel lifting. So as the right bicep curl, you lift the left heel up. And other way around, left bicep curl, right heel up. Stay up tall, squeeze, and lift. For 4, how still can you keep that elbow? For 3, when you bicep curl, 2, and 1. Now keep the arms forward now and do the same. So now try to really lift up and out of the waist. Don't let the elbow flick up, so it's not coming up. The elbow is still, the chest is open. Now let's bring in those heel lifts. So left arm, right heel, come back in, shoulders are relaxed. Squeeze and lift for 5, 4, breathe. 3, how heavy do these weights suddenly feel? 2, 1, come back in, and now we're going to lift both heels up as the elbows come out to the side and come back down. So both heels are lifted and you come back down as both arms are both elbows are reaching out. For 5, grow taller, and 4, 3, 2, up and hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back in, and now we're going to do some side bending. Now, if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. If you can, then great. Just do whatever you can do. You're going to bring the right arm alongside your body. You're going to reach it down towards the floor, and then you're going to lift the left arm up and over. Really lifting up and out of the waist. Coming back up, swap sides. So really ground that opposite hip down. So as you side bend to your right, ground that left hip down. Really push down into the ball. So you get a really good stretch. You're not letting the opposite butt cheek lift. It's really heavy for 4, up and over for 3. The weights really change your side bend. Still keep your both butt cheeks heavy. 2. Let's hold on this side and breathe and hold and reach that arm up for 5, 4. Ground that left hip down. 3, 2, and 1. Holding on this side, reaching, breathing, scooping the stomach in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back in. I'm going to swivel around. You stay where you are. Sit up nice and tall on the ball. Now, for this one, you might want to come a little bit forward on the ball for when you're rolling back. See how it goes. And instead of your knees being at a 90-degree bend, that's a 90-degree bend, you're going to have your feet a little bit forward for your roll down. So walk your feet a little bit forward. You're going to reach your arms out. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, and you're going to roll down, not all the way. And you're just going to have a glance, make sure you've got that 90-degree bend in your knee. Breathe in, breathe out, come all the way out tall, bring the arms alongside your body. Breathe in, breathe out, arms come up. Breathe in, breathe out, tilt the pelvis under. Come back down, this time a little bit lower with your hands coming up towards the ceiling. Adjust your feet anytime you need to. Breathe in, breathe out, peeling. Slowly coming all the way up. Arms a little bit behind into your retraction. Breathe in, breathe out, arms come up. Breathe in, breathe out, tilt the pelvis under. Find your neutral, so you're not extending over the ball, not yet anyway. You're breathing in and you breathe out, coming all the way back up, bringing the arms with you, drawing the arms back. 2 more, arms come up, breathe in, breathe out, coming down. Breathe in, breathe out, peeling out, really trying to find the work in your core. On the next one, you're gonna come down. You're going to hold down. Now bringing your elbows out nice and wide. You're going to bring your elbows out wide, and then you're going to reach the arms straight up in line with your shoulders. So elbows push out wide alongside the ball, and as low as everything is under control. Breathe in, breathe out, coming back up. Really find the work in the chest press. 3 more with both arms. 3, and then we're going to go to single arm in. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. Both elbows come down. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 arm comes up. Bring it back down. So you'll see 1 arm changes it because the other side has to really stabilize so you don't move the body around. So 1 arm is actually in many ways a little bit more challenging. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's come all the way down. Rest your head down if it feels all right. Keep hold of the weights. Now, if it feels all right, you're just going to walk the feet forward a little bit. Just make sure you've got grip in your feet, and then carefully place 1 arm down and then the other arm down if it feels all right. If it doesn't, just find a position. Leave your arms where they can go and just have a moment just to breathe and still feel that connection in the front of your body here. So really scooping the stomach in, drawing the rib cage down, and we're just going to bring the arms up We're just going to roll forward a little bit and roll back. So coming forward and back. So the weights can touch the floor, but then they lift up as you come forward and come back for 3, 2, stomach stays scooped in. And last one, come back in. Now this time I want you to shuffle the ball back, shuffle your feet back so that when you're on the ball, you're more now, you're higher and your head is supported. So let me go back a bit further. So your head is supported on the ball. Woo, try not to fall off the ball. And you're looking straight ahead, but your back is coming all the way down onto the ball. So your bum, so in theory you can come down. Well, in reality you're going to do this and then come up. So just find the right position for you and coming back up. So your shoulder blades are now on the ball, but you feel like your head is supported. As always, adjust any time if you need to. Don't stay in the wrong position. So we just bring your bum down to the floor. It's not stopping on the floor. It's coming down, breathe, and then you're going to actively stand into your heels to come back up. So I want you to start to really feel now the glutes as you stand up and down. If it feels too much with your arms being in this position, then bring them alongside. Bring the elbows out, bring them down. But if you can, keep them up. And then whenever you're ready, as the bum comes towards the mat, you're going to bend the elbows in, breathe in, and breathe out, lifting the arms up. Breathe in to bend, and breathe out to lift for 5. Scooping the stomach in, standing into those heels, 4, 3, breathe in, breathe out, really squeeze into the glutes, lift 2, and then up and hold and breathe. Now I want you to just bring the ball back now a little bit further back. So now just your kind of neck and your head are on it, and maybe the tops of your shoulders. Keeping the arms lifted, I want you to just lower the bum down and then lift it up. So you're not rolling on the ball, you're just lowering and lifting the glutes up into your reverse tabletop here. So you're not sliding down the ball or moving or rolling the ball forward. The ball's staying really still in space and you're squeezing and lifting. You're going to bend the elbows, and then as you come up, single arm comes up, come back down. Single other arm comes up, come back down. So really stand into your heels, squeeze into the glutes, everything else is still. Single arm for 4. Breathe in, find those posterior chain muscles, the muscles at the back of your body. 3, 2, 1 more on each side so you're even, and 1. And now carefully keep the ball behind you, come all the way down so the ball is still behind you, your legs are bent. You're going to breathe in, breathe out, reach the arms forward, and then you're going to go back onto the ball if it feels okay, and adjust if you need to. So you're pretty close to the ball, your shoulder blades are on it, you're going to come up, breathe in, breathe out, up and over. Breathe in, breathe out, come back up. Now we're going to bring the elbows alongside your body, and you're going to reach up and over, and then bring them back down. Breathe in, breathe out, reach up and over and behind, and then come back down. For 5. Breathe in, breathe out, reach 4. Keep the tops of the shoulders away from the ears as always, all the way up, and come down for 3. Still keep that awareness in the rib cage, drawing down towards the hips. 2. Let's hold on this 1. Keep both arms back. And now I want you to sweep the right hand forwards, don't touch the floor, and then sweep straight arm back. Pause, breathe, and swap sides. So don't touch the floor at the bottom, have a little squeeze into the little finger side to find more of the back of the arm and the tricep. 1 more, alternating through, and then On the next one, you're going to bring the right arm forward, and then as it's coming up, you're going to swap arms in the middle. Try to find a core connection as well. And breathe. Great for shoulder mobility. Make sure your head is supported. Keep a connection with the front of your body for 4, 3. Everything else is nice and still in space. 2 and 1. Come back in. Reach the arms back behind you. Breathe. You can bend the elbows if you like, or keep the arms straight. I slightly prefer to keep the arms straight for this. For 3, 2 and 1. Fantastic. Come back up. I want you to come up, and I want you to rotate onto your side so the ball is alongside. You're going to come onto your left side, and you're going to just bring the weights, bring your elbow down, and just bring that top foot onto the ball, and you're going to send the ball away in a straight line, and then bring it back in. Just to begin with, just focus, just making sure that the foot is in the middle of the ball, and that you're all set up in the right position. And if all of that is okay, let's bring the elbow alongside, bring it in, and then as the leg goes away, we'll reach the arm up. Breathing in, bring it in. Breathe out, pushing up and away. So just take your time, adjust your foot anytime you need to. Let's do 3 more until we add in a lift, and 2 and 1. Do exactly the same start, and then lift up, and then come back in. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and reach, and bring it back in. Lifting and reaching for 5. Really actively pushing up through that left elbow. 4, 3. Adjust the foot again at any time you need to. 2. Up and hold and breathe. This time you're going to roll the ball in that lift, and send it away. Bring it in and send it away. Arm is reaching up to the ceiling with intention for 5 and 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now I want you to push down into the ball and then release. Push down at the ball, release. But keep the toe rotator. Now as you push down, you bend the elbow and release, straighten the arm up. Push down, bend the elbow and release, straighten up. So you're working your tricep and your inner thigh. For 5, elbow still in space. 4, 3, find the top of those legs. 2, or that top leg even, and 1. Come back down and immediately swivel over to the other side. So this time your right elbow is down. You're gonna bend the knee in and straighten that leg out. Breathe in, breathe out. And as soon as that feels all right, you're gonna reach the hand up and bring it back in. Breathe in, breathe out, reach, pulling it back in. For 5, 4. Try to really bring that knee straight up the ceiling. Don't let it veer forward as though it's being pulled straight up. For 2. And now you're going to add a lift. Breathe in, breathe out, lift, and then come back down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift, and come back down. For 5. And lift. 4, 3, 2. Up and hold and breathe, bending the knee in and straightening the leg away, pushing actively up through that right elbow. For 5, 4, breathing. 3, 2. Last one, straighten that leg out, push down at the ball and release, push down and release. And we're going to bend the elbow and straighten up, and push down and bend, and release. So tricep and inner thigh, and you're breathing for 5, and you're loving every moment. 4, squeeze 3, don't let the toe rotate downwards. 2, and 1, come back up, amazing, come down, and then turn, roll onto your back, and bring your feet onto the fit ball. Bring your arms alongside your body to begin with. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of glutes work. So I want you to bring both hands up towards the ceiling and squeeze the glutes and lift the hips up. And then a nice straight line, you come back down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and lower. So just use this moment to just really find the back of the body and find your stability. If it feels too much, obviously bring your arms alongside your body. It's a lot more challenging when the arms are straight up. Really lengthen your legs away from the crown of your head. And now you're going to come up. I want you to carefully reach the hands back. Don't touch the floor. And then come back down as your hands come back to chest height. So reach away, squeeze, lift, and then come back down. So you're just incorporating now an arm reach back, but really mindful that you're not going to roll off the ball if you can. Don't worry if you do. It's happened to all of us. It's definitely happened to me a number of times. So have a moment to just focus that your eye line is straight up. It's not moving around. And now let's make it a little bit harder. Now we're going to do single arm reach back and then bring it back down. Swap arms, reach back, bring it back in. So still really be mindful of the opposite arm that's not moving. It's staying nice and stable. And you're squeezing in, you're breathing. 4 more. Lifting and lowering, reaching those legs away. 4. And squeeze and lift. 3. 2. 1. Bring the arms back down by your side. Bring your bum down. And now just walk your feet forward a bit. So just bend the knees and just send the ball away a little bit so it's not so close to you. Now I really want you to make sure that you actively stand into your heels to lift. So it's now much more hamstrings and you're coming up much higher. So your knees are at a 90-degree bend. Keep your arms on the floor. Squeeze and lift and lower back down. Squeeze and lift and lower back down. Let's do 5 more. For 5, eye line still straight up. Really use those bum muscles. For 4, reach those knees away. And 3, 2, up and hold on the next one. Up and hold and breathe. Stay up there for 5. Keep lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the legs away and then pull them back in from the hamstrings. Reach them away. Squeeze, lift them back in. Keep those hips lifted for 4. Eye line straight up. 3, 2. In and hold and breathe and push up through those heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down. Fantastic. Now you're going to bring the ball of your foot, of the right foot, onto the ball, and you're going to push the ball forward and keep your left leg in tabletop. Just to begin with, you're going to send that right leg away, bring it back in, and take the ball now into your left foot, send it away, come back in. So you're just alternating through, and if all of this feels okay, I want you to curl up, hover the arms up, looking towards the center of the ball as you reach. Now I want you to bring both arms up so your elbows are bent. And as you extend that right foot, you're going to squeeze into that left arm, bring it back down, swap sides. So the tricep of the opposite arm to the leg that's rolling the ball forward. Stay curled up, flatten and scoot the stomach in. Keep that elbow still, just hovering off the mat for 4, 3, 2. Hold on this side, just bring the ball in and reach the leg away. Everything else stays still. That left arm is reaching out for 3, 2, and 1. Swap sides, reach it away, pull the ball back in for 5. Right leg is really still. 4, squeeze into that right tricep. 3, into the little fingers of that hand. 2, 1. Bring both feet onto the ball. Come back down for a moment, have a little reset. If it ever feels too much for the head and shoulders up, then just bring them down. And we're going to go into our double leg stretch. You're going to curl up. Your elbows are by your side for the time being. You're going to reach both legs out and then bring the ball back in. Just making sure you've got it with the legs. Bring it back in. Now the arms are alongside your body. As the legs extend out, you reach back and circle around, come back in, curl up higher. Breathe in, breathe out, arms and legs move from your core, from your center, pull it back in. Breathe in, breathe out, reach for 5, stay curled up. Don't let the weights pull you down. And reach for 3, 2, last 1. Reach, hold, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Relax the head and the shoulders back down. Have a little moment before we slightly change position with the ball, where we're going to bring the feet out nice and wide and the ball is going to go between the knees, but have a moment before we go on to those shenanigans. Just breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. So, as I said, the feet are open and out, rotate out to the corners of the room, and they're nice and wide, and the ball is between your inner thighs. I want you to reach both hands up to the ceiling. Just to begin with, I just want you to squeeze the ball and then release the ball. Squeeze and release it. But when you squeeze and release, I want you to really think of the pelvic floor muscles scooping up and in, the stomach muscles flattening, and that your back is nice and quiet. Squeeze and release. 5, 4, and now you've got your triceps, so you're going to bring the hands down, elbows stay still as you squeeze, reach the arms up for 3, 2, let's have a hold on this next one, squeeze and hold and breathe and squeeze for 5, 4, keep squeezing the ball, 3, 2, 1, a little release, but you're still holding it. You're going to bring the knees up to your tabletop. You're going to squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Now, if everything feels all right, you're going to curl up as well, and you're going to bring your arms alongside, just above your knees as you squeeze and release. And then you're going to bring one arm back and release. Squeeze and reach the other arm back and release. Squeeze for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms go back, squeeze, release, hold, breathe. 5, curl up higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Woo, arm shaking. Just now take the ball between your ankles, straighten the legs out, and we're going to bring the ball straight up to the ceiling. Whenever you're ready, you're going to breathe in, you're going to rotate, bring that weight on the right arm to the outside of the left foot. Come back down. Swap sides, reach the left weight to the outside of that right foot. How still can you keep the ball? In the beginning, you're coming all the way down, all the way back. But now in the next one, you want to stay curled up and swap sides and reach. Keep the ball still, point through those toes to get even stronger stomach connection. For 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms reach, curl up, squeeze the ball, lower the ball down, and then slowly come back up. Don't go so low that you feel your lower back. So lowering, reaching the ball away, pause, slowly come back up. Arms staying really still in space for 4. Stomach flattening and scooping in. 3, feet are in parallel, don't let them toes rotate towards each other. 2. Feel those stomach muscles. Let's come down and hold. Don't go too low that you feel the back. Hold it, squeeze and release. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Oh, come back down. Have a reset. Have a hug. If your knees into your chest, have a little reset. Okay, last little bit of work coming up. We're going to go prone on the ball. Have a little reset first. Just breathe. Okay, ready for the final push. You're going to sit up, or you're going to stand up even, and you're going to lie onto the ball nice and carefully so that your arms are out in front of you and the ball is on your stomach and your legs are straight and strong. Anytime you need to adjust, you adjust. If you need to come forward to the ball or back on the ball. Now take your time with your balance. To begin with, we're going to squeeze, lift the right leg up and come back down. Squeeze and lift the left leg up, come back down. So imagine that foot is being pulled away from the crown of your head and you're breathing. And you're lengthening that leg away for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now bring the arms a bit closer to you. Bring the feet out quite wide. We're going to bring one elbow up and then bring it back down. Other elbow comes up and you bring it back down. So you're just drawing the elbow close to your ribs and you're breathing. For 4, squeeze into your single arm row for 3, 2, stomach stays scooped in, and 1. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come down, bring the elbows alongside, bend the elbows and reach back, lift almost, try to lift off the ball. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and reach the arms back, breathe in. The crown of the head is being pulled forward, the arms are being pulled back. For 5, this is your final bit of work, you can do it. Scoop and lift and breathe and reach. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Reach back, hold, breathe. For 5, bring the arms up higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down, lose the weight. Fold forward onto the ball. Have a reset, have a rock from side to side. Do what you want to do. Breathe. And you have finished this full body workout with a fitball and the weights. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please do join me for another workout soon. Take care. I do hope you enjoyed today's workout. If you did enjoy it, then why don't you download my app? The link is coming up here. If you download my app, you'll get a 7-day free trial period to try out loads of workouts, programs and challenges, both with and without props. If you don't enjoy it, cancel at any time, no questions asked, but hopefully you will love it and we can get fit and really strong together.